Hello, how's it going today? You know who it is. I'm just going to get straight into it. That for me was probably the most frustrating performance I've ever seen us playing for a while. Yes, you heard that right, in a while. Since that Brentford away. I am so annoyed with that. And regardless, I saw it coming. I don't know if I said in my previous video, I saw it coming. I even predicted 2-2 before the match. I am not joking. I saw it coming. United going away to a difficult Forest team. I don't care if they're in relegation. I don't believe on this, in their relegation you have to beat them. It's an easy win. No, not always. Yeah, Arsenal won at Burnley, but they got better defence than us. So, Burnley weren't going to be that much of a threat. Whereas of us, we're a work in progress. And our defence is still poor. There's still a bit of shakiness. There's still a bit of soppiness. I just thought we were just outclassed today. Probably lucky to get over a point, but at the same time unlucky at the end not to get away with the win. It was a strange game. First half, not much happened. We actually was okay. I don't remember us. I mean, Ahmad having a shot which the keeper saved. We also had another shot. Forest actually got into it, and they were the better team the first half. You know, they made Lamin's work. They also had a corner which came. They were having a few shots here and there. They gave it a go. They got shots and deflected out wide. They put so much pressure on us. You know, they're putting that much pressure on us that United players might as well just actually try to play forward. It was that too intense. Now the last three matches, and this is where people would agree with me on this one. The last three matches, I don't remember those teams ever putting any pressure on us on the ball. Forest, Sean Dyche said, look, they haven't got that much pressure on the ball lately, so this is our game plan right here. Made it difficult for us, and they played out their plan to perfection. We scored the first half on Casemiro. Originally, I didn't think it was a corner. I thought the referee blew for a free kick. But it then showed a replay. A lot of people are making it sound like it was halfway out. It was 3/4 out, so I can understand why they gave it as a corner, possibly, if they did. And I don't know, maybe I think probably 15-20% of the ball was shown on the line, probably. Maybe that's why there's a lot of controversy to it. But still, they started to defend, and we started to score from it, which we did. Casemiro with a bullet header. Not many players were outstanding for us. I thought we got good blocks in the first half. I thought we defended well. Diallo, as I explained earlier, he was good today, apart from the chances he should have scored. Fernandes was possibly good in that first half. Yeah, wasn't too bad. We got there, 1-0 at half time, but I still knew Forest had a goal. The way they played, any team United plays, I could just tell if they're going to score or not, just by the way that they play. Second half, disaster. Oh my word! I don't even want to go through how the goals happened. Oh my god! I mean, of course, it had to be Gibbs White, ex-Arsenal player, equaliser against us. Of course, it had to be him, and Arsenal are top. Of course. I mean, he comes with a great header. Lammers couldn't do anything about it. Didn't get tight on the ball. The last 3 games, we were putting pressure on these players, on the opposing team, making it difficult. Today, it's like we really struggled to cope with the pressure. This is why we can't go for the title, because we can't cope under pressure in these circumstances. The defending, sloppiness on the ball was shocking. I say shocking because last 3 games we weren't even like this. Yeah, we conceded, but oh my god, I mean, we're putting under pressure like this too much. And then 2 minutes later, they Forest take the lead. Oh my word, man. I mean, it comes off, I don't know who it came off. Definitely came off a Forest player. And then Savon or something like that scores, puts into the net. 2-1. I'm thinking to myself, this could be 3-4-1 now. This could be a landslide. Originally, I thought it could have been given as a handball. I don't know. I mean, I think it just came off the back of one of our players. That's how it looked to me anyway. I don't know. I don't make any assumptions. And then we also had a moment where Fernandes could have equalised. It came off the post. And then I think, on the rebound as well. Casemiro tried to put in the rebound and it went wide. And there could have been a penalty claim, possibly for like a push on Ahmad. didn't really get seen. I mean, maybe it was probably just like a strength type thing, but he got the ball. He got pushed. Nobody complained, so I guess it wasn't a penalty then. I guess the referee was trying to be fair. Didn't see any Cunha or Bremo. Probably the worst games that they played. You know, didn't see any. They were non-existent. They just went sloppy pass. Yeah, there was some good passing here and there. Needs to do better than that. Needs to do better. Then the equaliser came from Ahmad. Sensational. What a finish by him. He actually deserved that goal. He actually played well today. He was our man of the match. Just put it into the bottom corner, and then you would think it would be all us. Forest were just outplaying us. They got crosses in. We had to head it away. They even had a corner where, you know, I think obviously they come to nothing. They even had a moment where they should have made it 3-1 actually, with a header that went wide. They hit the side netting. Well, near the side netting anyway. Yeah, they even had shots come. I mean, they were just completely the dominant team. And then when it came to us, when we had shots, they blocked it. There's a moment where Sesko, you know, tried to take a shot and it got deflected over. It was a bit of drama, a bit of excitement though, to be fair. And then corner comes in. Oh my word. How we not won this? Diallo shoots off the line. I swear, did that not happen last season? Did that not happen last season? Was it the same player? It might. I don't know if it was Diallo that last season where there was also a Forest player that kicked over the line just to prevent an equaliser, or kicked off the line, where we could have equalised. That was last season, I swear. We lost 1-0 there. This season exactly the same. We have a shot, it gets cleared off the line. In stoppage time, we were unlucky not to win this game as well at the end. So again, oh man, I mean, Forest played well to defend it though. I feel like, this may sound crazy, I feel like Forest would be kicking themselves not to get a third goal, because the amount of chances they had, the times they outclassed us. I don't care about stats and stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool to look at, be like, oh wow, look how many shots. But Forest were the better team in terms of passing, being quicker, the fitness levels. It's mad. I mean, whoever thought we were going to get 5 wins in a row is crazy. Never in my entire life I thought we were going to get 5. Well, life would say that. Never thought in this entire season I thought we'd get 5 wins in a row. Maybe 2-3 would have been enough, right? We would be pushing our luck. We're a work in progress. We got Tottenham away to come next. You really think we're going to get 5 wins in a row? No. I think this game prepares us for the next game. I feel like we were bound to at least hit a slump where we were going to draw somewhere. And the draw ain't disastrous. I wouldn't have taken the draw, don't get me wrong, but the way we played and scoring another game where we scored 2 goals, that's the only positive. We got goals in this team. The United from years ago would have been like 3-4-1 down. 100%. And yeah, they're in relegation. That doesn't mean anything. If the opposing team is just as poor defensively and they're not that great, they're going to be conceding. So this whole notion of they're in relegation, so we should beat them, that's not always the notion, not always the case. Yeah, we were never title contenders. It was just a matter of like needing to make sure we don't lose games often. Winning, yes. But I feel like this United team's not going to lose the amount of games they did last season. We're far from that. Excuse me. I feel like I can see obviously more wins coming, but I can also see more draws coming. What else should I say to that one? Let me drink my tea next. Yeah, I don't often do that, but I don't want it to get too warm and I don't want it to get cold either. But yeah, look. What else can you say? The way we played, I expect us to at least lose the game. So I've got to give credit to United. I know Forest will lose the next game. Listen, they probably will lose the next game. But the way we are, we're inconsistent. There's going to be moments like this. We're not going to go an 8, 9, 10 game winning streak. You must be having a laugh. You know, the only way we'll be title contenders is if we only have lost 1 or 2 games this season. You know, so let's just be thankful we got goals in the team, and at least we got players other than Mbeumo and Cunha that can score as well. Casemiro I thought wasn't too bad. Defence, shaky. Why was Maguire today? Maguire, I think he might have got an injury, I think. But who else would we have played on? I mean, I think Dorgu came on. He's a bit iffy for me. I don't know about him. I can't blame the keeper because now the goals that teams are scoring against us are great goals. There's nothing he could have done about the first goal. He could have probably tried to save it, but he couldn't. That's a good header. Second goal, everything happened too quickly for him. He could have got a bit closer. But you know what? I'm not going to hate on the keeper. It's just the defending part. What else could we have done? They absolutely put too much pressure on us today. And I was impressed by them. You know, the amount of time we won the ball, we didn't get no time. That's how, you know, that's their game plan, and that's how they managed to get a result against us. But yeah, a point isn't a disaster. It's not what I wanted, but you know what? Satisfied. I think both teams probably would be satisfied because of one team will be kicking themselves, the other will be relieved to get out that without a loss. So yeah, there's not much to say. There's not much else to say about this match, is there? On to the next game. I think it's Tottenham away. Oh man, that's a difficult one for us, isn't it? They beat us 4 times last season. We need a win against them. The thing is, I think it would annoy me if we win that game, knowing we could have won today. So if we have a draw next week, I'll be happy with a draw at Tottenham. I know we want wins, but another draw. I mean, if it's another 2-2 or 3-3, I can't. Well, if it's another 2-2 or 3-3 possibly, doubt that. Then I wouldn't necessarily be unhappy with that. It just shows we're not having a loser mentality that we used to, but we could easily lose that game. I think if we were at home today against Forest, we would have won that game. We would have cruised it. And if we were at home to Tottenham, I think it might be a different kind of game still. But yeah, I'm going to be watching the Tottenham-Chelsea match now. But yeah, if I missed anything in the match, please let me know. There wasn't much I missed. You know, controversy here and there. It will actually turn out to be a decent game. So yeah, if that's any consolation. But yeah, averaging two, you know, in the last 4 games now, we've scored 2 goals or more. So you know what? That's a positive. We got goals in this team. It's just there is going to be bumps in the road, like Amrim said, I think last season. But yeah, it shows that we still are in games. You just need to learn to tighten up a bit and have a better structure. But yeah, do I want to go through the other matches, the other scores? Brighton 3, Leeds 0. Also 2-0 up, 2-0 up Burnley. It finished. They're looking good defensively. They did a different approach. What I find interesting about Arsenal is that they didn't take an approach to just keep attacking. They're taking a different approach to defending. That's actually quite interesting. Yeah, they might be obviously still scoring, but it's still a long way to go though. I don't know if their defence will be keeping up with that. I don't know how consistent it will be. They're going to concede goals somewhere. Liverpool Villa coming up at 8. Probably won't even watch that match. Yeah, I think that probably, Palace 2-0 up. They beat Brentford 2-0. Another consistent team. But yeah, I think that's all the matches so far. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the notification below. I'll see you in my next video.